Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. We're finishing up our 12th year homeschooling this year. Today is one of my favorite videos to make. It is the preview of the new Erin Condren teacher lesson planner, which I've been using since 2014 to organize all of the homeschool things. It is so functional for me. I'm really excited to open the box and share everything with you. I have not opened the box yet. I do know the planner that I chose, but I do not know any of the extra stuff that was sent to me from Tori and Sam and the team at EC. I do want to thank them for sending me this box to preview for you guys. The teacher planner launch for EC Insiders is going to be May 16th, and then general launch will be on the 17th. There are so many fun things with this launch. I can't wait to share them with you. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around, go through all of the products and walk through everything with you, share how I use them. So let's get started. Okay guys, this is my giant box filled with goodies. There are a lot of things in here. I am going to unpack the box just so it's a little bit more manageable and start with the teacher planner and go through all of that for you first. I do want to let you know that EC Insider launch day is May 16th, and on EC Insider launch day, they are giving 15% off all teacher planners and planning accessories specifically for EC Insiders. So if you're not signed up to be an EC Insider, all you have to do is give them your email. I will have a link in the description box for you because that's a great deal to get 15% off. I'm so excited about that. Okay. I want to pull all of this stuff out so we can start going through it together. Okay guys, so here is the 2023-2024 teacher lesson planner. I got mine on the multicolor coil. This is an upgrade. This is the first year that they've had it. Typically they have platinum, gold, and rose gold for coil colors, but this year they also have the multicolor option. It's really, really pretty, especially next to this Inspire cover, which if you saw my daily duo walkthrough, you will already have seen the new Inspire design, which I absolutely love. It does have rose gold accents on the cover. Comes with a ruler for you. There are a bunch of options this year. I got the traditional 8.5 by 11 coiled teacher lesson planner. This is what I've been using since 2014. It is super functional for me, and that's why I continue to get it. They do have other designs for this. They also have the wildflowers design, which I do have a review and walkthrough of the A5 compact vertical wildflowers design if you're interested in that. They do have soft bound, which is 8 by 10, and that also comes in the Inspire and wildflowers design. And then this year they're also coming out with a 7 by 9 coiled focused planner. So I don't have that to show you, but I will try and insert a couple of pictures so that you can see what that looks like. I know a lot of people have been looking for a 7 by 9 planner that is also still coiled, and I think this is a really good option. It looks like it still has the same weekly planning spreads for the most part. They're just really pared down in that focused line. There is also a Spanish 8.5 by 11 coiled version, which is undated, and then also the soft bound focused version of the teacher lesson planner. So let's open it up and see what everything looks like and see if there are new designs or whatnot. So you have the new design on the covers, which I think is really functional. It's more of a dashboard design instead of before. I think it was like a lined page here and then blank on the back. Whenever I write on anything dry erase for my planners, I always use a Sharpie pen because it doesn't smudge, and then I just use an alcohol, like rubbing alcohol on a cotton ball to wipe it off, and that works really well. I don't use this very often. I do tend to put sticky notes here if I need them. So then it says teacher lesson planner, this book belongs to, and then you are moving into your contact section. This is all about me, classroom information and resources, name, school and year, email, phone, address, classroom resources, professional development, I believe is new, a couple of blank sections for events and volunteers, and classroom events and dates. Now, clearly, I do not have a lot of use for these things because I am a homeschool parent. So what I tend to use this for is to write out all of the resources that I'm going to be using with my kids for the year, just so that I have that information available. And then last year I also included the passwords that I needed to get into the different online resources that we use. I try to save most of my passwords, but sometimes the kids will change passwords, and having all of that information for like teaching textbooks, Curiosity Streams, Skillshare, Khan Academy, all of those online resources that we use, it's better for me to have it written down, because when Jack says, oh, it signed me out of such and such a site, then it takes me 30 minutes to find it if I haven't written it down. So I change these sections. Sometimes I will cover these labels with these washi stickers from Erin Condren, but for the most part on these two particular pages, it doesn't bother me to have these labels here. It's just, I just kind of ignore them, and I know, okay, these are Emma's resources and Jack's resources and Lucy and family resources and passwords. But it is very easy to cover these with stickers if you want to. The next section is the communication log, and it has date, name, reason / resolved. And I use this for Emma's reading log every year. This particular spread is for Emma. And then I do cover up communication log, and I cover up reason resolved. And so what I do is I write the date that she finished the book, the author name, and then the title of the book. And so this is what I've used these pages for since forever. Since I started using them. For me as a homeschool parent, having this reading log for Emma specifically is super helpful. This next section is the mini monthly calendars, and I love this to set up my year at a glance. I use these little transparent dot stickers. This is from edition 5 of the designer sticker book for the teacher collection. These are really, really helpful. So each color is a specific category. I make a little legend up here so that I know what each color represents, even though I do kind of know. Then I keep track of birthdays, my monthly reset planning days, my monthly conferences with the kids, if we have vacations coming up, specific projects, any days off, days that my husband has off, etc. So I really like these little circles for that purpose, but obviously you could do anything that you want. It's also really nice to be able to see how many days of school you are doing each month. And I do notice that this page is a little bit blurrier than this page. This page is much more crisp and clean, and I think that I had the same issue in my Inspire Daily Duo, that the beginning pages on the left side were a little bit smudged almost, but I did send an email about that, so hopefully that has been fixed. But you can kind of see that this looks really crisp compared to this. But this is where I map out my whole year. I figure out how I want to structure our year. Every year it is different because we are year-round homeschoolers. It just works the best for me. Now we move into this year plan, the 12 monthly boxes. My complaint is the same one that I have every single year, that they label the boxes January through December, even though this is a July through June planner. I wish that they would change these boxes, either do not label them at all, like in the life planners, or actually label them July through June. It really bugs me. So I always come in and I print out my own stickers, or I will use stickers from these designer sticker books. See, I have no month stickers because I use them all, but I will take either these month stickers and just cover up these months, or I will print my own just on plain white sticker sheets and cut them out to cover up the January through December. And then in these 12 boxes, what I do is I write down any curriculum that I'm hoping to work through in that particular month. If there is something big going on, like a birthday or a vacation, I write that down. If we have some field trips or something that I want to make sure that I keep track of, I also write that down here. I use it for themes because my youngest is just 8. I still do theme months, you know, like apples in September and pumpkins and Halloween in October and thankfulness in November. So I still write themes on here as well. And then the other thing that I try to keep track of here is any Brave Writer books that we are doing. We've been using Brave Writer for several years now, and so I write down any books that we are going to be doing so that I can get a jump on reading aloud to my kids, if it's a read aloud, or if I make sure that my kids are reading the book for my older kids as well. So that is what these pages are for. I love this Inspire design. I really do. It's so pretty. I think this is one of my favorite designs that they have done in several years. I really like the Etta V line. It's just really nice. Then you move into graph pages and you have two 2-page spreads of graph pages. And then again, what I use these for are reading logs. So again, I put a sticker up at the top and I will write Lucy's reading log, and then on the next one I will write Jack's reading log, or I actually do Jack and then Lucy. I go in age order. So Emma gets the communication pages or the contact pages, and then Lucy and Jack are on the graph pages, and Jack and Emma do keep track of their reading in a reading journal. Jack has a reading journal from Erin Condren, the Star Wars one that was released a few years ago, and Emma has a different reading journal, and so they do keep track of their reading, but I just like to have it in here because this is essentially my brain for the homeschool year, and it really helps at the end of the year when we have end of year assessments and teacher reviews to just make sure that I know everything that we have done. Then you have 2 line pages, and I love the number of line pages in this planner. It is so helpful for pre-planning, especially in the summer. I spend an enormous amount of time in June and the beginning of July really deep diving on everything that we'll be using for the year so that my weeks kind of flow a little bit easier. Then you're going to move into the pages right before July, which you have another line page, and then about 2/3 of a page you have dates to remember in July, and then you get to your monthly calendar. And again, the month is a little bit more it doesn't look right on this side. It's like smudged, and then it's crisp on this side. I will use this planner. It's not that big of a deal to me, but I will make sure to email them and let them know. Hopefully, actually, let me see. So you can kind of see the same thing on, this is my daily duo. So the July page is definitely a little more smudged, and this page is much more crisp. You can definitely see it with the holidays on here. And so that is similar to this. And then I just wanted to look, I just got my weekly life planner, but see, it is fixed on the weekly life planner. So I don't know if this was just an error, because this planner I ordered myself and it was not in a promo box for me, whereas this one I was sent for review during life planner launch. So it's similar thing, it's just a little bit more smudged on the left side of the page. I don't know if that's only me or if other people had that issue. Then you move into your weekly spreads. Now, because this planner is dated Monday through Friday, it does start on Monday, July 3rd, instead of getting the last week in June. And then you have your beautiful blue for July, you have your 6 columns and then a notes column. And the way that I use this is I have 2 columns for Emma, who is in high school. I have 1 column for Lucy. This year I am going to be having 2 columns for Jack because he is going to be doing some high school level courses this year. And then I have like a family section, personal development, Brave Writer, kind of catch-all section. Typically I have 2 sections for family, so it's possible that I will move into this notes column as well this year. However, what I've used this notes column for in the past is to have the things that everybody kind of does every day with little tick boxes underneath it, or I will put Lucy's circle time in there, and again, just, you know, list out all of the things that I want to do during circle time. This would also be good if you have a loop schedule that you work into part of your day, and you could write the loop down so that you have that available and you're able to just go to the next thing. These pages are so incredibly functional for me as a homeschooler. There is not too much, there is just enough. I have looked at a lot of homeschool planners over the past 12 years of homeschooling, and I have tried a lot of homeschool planners. However, with homeschool planners, it seems to be that there's an awful lot more information than what I need. So then you get to the end of July, Friday, July 28th. You have 2 line pages to wrap up your month, and then you move into August, again with your line page, 2/3 of a line page, and then dates to remember in August. You move into your August calendar, and then you move right into your weekly spreads again. Now, I know that there are some people that wish that this was not a horizontal planner, but the way that I use it, it just works for me. And I think it works mainly because I am looking vertically at each student throughout the week, even though it is a horizontal planner. I don't know, it just works for me. But I do know that some people will cover these dates and then date it Monday through Sunday, and then they will put either students' names or subjects down the side. This planner used to be completely undated, and I think they had like they had about 40 weeks, I believe, of planning pages, and then maybe 5 or 6 years ago, they turned it into a dated yearly planner, and I am so happy that it's dated. I like that it's not different because I've just come to rely on these pages so much. And even when I'm not doing weekly planning, which typically that's what I do, I typically do Sunday planning and plan out all of the lessons for the week dependent on what we have going on outside of the house. And then if for some reason I'm not planning weekly and we're maybe on a break or we're moving into more interest-led learning, these sections are very easy to keep track of passion projects each day. So I will still have the columns for Emma, 1 for Lucy, and 2 for Jack, and then just random extra columns. And then I can write down Emma worked for however long on a specific animation, or she was working on a class in Skillshare, or she did this particular lesson, or she found a specific book that she was referencing. And I can write all of that information in here, and it just gives me a full overview of what the kids are doing each week, regardless of if it's stuff that I am planning or if it's stuff that they are working on their own. So these pages, these line pages at the end of the month, I tend to do what's working and what's not working on my monthly reset day, and then I will do monthly conferences with my kids, and I will just jot down notes if there are things that they notice. So I have my monthly reset day. It's usually the last Thursday or 4th Thursday of the month, and then the next day, the next Friday, I will sit down individually with my kids and talk to them. Now, as a homeschooler, I do tend to kind of know how things are going, but it gives me an opportunity to sit with them and just figure out if there are new resources that they need, if they are having projects that they are hoping to work on that they need resources for. Obviously, I want my kids to learn how to find that information on their own, but as the parent, I still need to be the facilitator for a lot of that stuff. So we're moving into November here, and it is still a little bit smudged on the days on the left page, but the rest of the pages are totally fine. So we get to December, and it's still a little smudged. I'm wondering if it will switch in January, because my January daily duo, it was not smudged at all. And it always cracks me up, this lime green color for December. This is my favorite color, and but it's always so strange to me to see it. Yes. So then we are moving into January, and yes, see, January, the calendar page is totally crisp and clean. So it's just July through December that has that smudged section. Now on my monthly calendar, I put everything kid related, anything relating to the kids, whether it's school days, I will check off each day that we do school, if they have youth group, if they have sports practices, or you know, any type of kid related thing, including doctor's appointments and such, I do put on here. And the reason that I do that is because then when I'm doing my weekly planning, I don't have to go back to my personal calendar to make sure that I am setting that up. So on my monthly reset day, I will write everything from my personal calendar, my life planner calendar, that pertains to the kids into my teacher planner. It may be overkill for some people, but I find that having all kid related activities in here is just helpful, especially there are some days, you know, when we have like multiple appointments outside of the house on different days in the week. I try to keep it to one day, but oftentimes that's not the case. And so just having all of that information right here, when I go into plan, I'm not going to plan too much because I'm referring to this monthly calendar and I see, okay, this week we have 3 doctor's appointments and sports practices every day in the afternoon. So it's going to be a lighter school week. So that's just kind of how I do it. I do have some plan with me's, my homeschool plan with me's, and a whole homeschooling playlist for planning if you are interested in that. Yeah, so I'm going to continue just going through the rest of the months. So we get to February, and then we move into March, and then April. Oh, this one is kind of smudged too. This one is a little smudged. February is not. Okay. Some of these months are still smudged, but I'm hoping that they fix that before launch, and they do have great customer service if you get a product with a problem. May is the same with the smudge on the left side, and then we come to June, which ends up being usually planning for next year for me, because we are typically done with our homeschool curriculum in April, and so I'm able to use the June pages for planning for next year. And then we do have July. Interesting. So this goes July to July this year, which I'm not going to complain about that. I don't know if that's a mistake or or if that is just something that they are doing now, but it is kind of nice to have that extra month, especially when the teacher planner comes out much later in the year, although there are a bunch of things that I have to transfer into here because I've already started planning for 2023-2024. So then you have your 2 line pages, and then you have 2 more line pages, and then you get to the checklist pages. And last year you could only get 14. Before that it was 28, and I think this year it is 20. You can get up to 20 checklist spreads. It comes with 7, but I think that this year, let me just check. Yes, so it includes 7 checklist pages, but you can add up to 20. So what I have used these for in the past is as like a habit tracker. So I will write down everything that I want my kids to cover in a month, and then I write the days of the month down the side. And so every time the student completes it, I will just check it off. Now, when they used to have 28 pages, I would get all 28, so it would give me almost enough for all of my kids for 12 months. Now, because they only do 20, it's not enough. You could certainly, you know, divide these boxes so you have 2 kids for one spread and then 2 kids for the next spread, and that would also work. I only have 3 kids, not 4 kids, but if you have more than 2 kids, you could do that. But they also do have a checklist notebook now, which I reviewed one last year. I'm not sure if they have a new one in that box that I just got. We'll see. But they do have a coiled one that has, I believe, notes pages, graph pages, and checklist pages. I'd have to double check on that, but that is also an option if you need a lot more student checklist pages. So then you move into the stickers, and you have these have rose gold accents. I really like the first day, 50th day, 100th day, and last day. Reminder, conferences, field trips, important, staff meeting, to do, no school. A lot of these are fun to use for homeschool as well, so that is nice. Then you have some label stickers and some quote washi stickers, and then more label stickers, and these have a silver accent on them. And then you have this beautiful Edavi folder, which I absolutely love. It is so, so pretty. And in the back, you have, you get 1 clear plastic folder, but you can get up to 3, and I love to have 3 because I have 3 kids, and I put all of my paperwork for the year that I have to send to the state. I keep all of my copies, as well as paperwork that I receive from my district for each of my kids in this, as well as just any random stuff that I need. You can fit quite a bit in each one of these pockets, so I really like that. They also send you now all of the stickers for all of the holidays, and I absolutely love that. I love that they don't print the sticker, that they don't print the holidays on the monthly calendar, and this is actually something that I wish that they would do for the life planner as well. I would love to be able to just see a totally blank calendar and put the holidays that are actually applicable to us in the calendar, because nobody is going to celebrate every single holiday. They do give you 18 months of stickers, and that is because there are different months that you can get this planner to start in. Mine starts in July, but I believe you can also get August to July, September to August, and then January through December. So depending on the configuration of your planner, with which month you want it to start, that would obviously impact the holiday stickers, which ones you are going to use. So this year they are gold accents, which is new. Last year I don't think they had gold accents, but these are really pretty, and it does tell you the date for each month on the side, so that is obviously super helpful. And then you get to the back, new interior cover design, which is lined page, and I really like this quite a bit. So this is the 2023-2024 teacher planner, and now I'm going to go through all of the accessories. Okay, so the first thing we have is this vegan leather clip folio. It is $28.50. It comes with a pad of paper. It's beautiful. It's kind of like, I don't know, like a dusty rose. And it does have the little asterisks, and I think, I can't tell if they're silver or if they are gold because of the light. So, but they are really pretty, and I love all of their clip folios. I have many of them. My kids all have them. I use them all the time, and this paper is super thick and really wonderful to write with. It does have 3 pen loops, and it has this pocket right here. So love, love, love this. The next thing is this teacher sticky note box set, which is $15.50. Let me see if I can cut into this. I love sticky notes. I use them all the time. All the time, all the time. Let's see. Okay, so there are 7 different pads. We have a top 3, today's top 3, and it says Monday through Sunday. You can circle the date and then you can write your top 3 and maybe some steps. I really like that one. And then we have, let's see what else we have. We have just plain sticky notes, before school and after school, more plain sticky notes, a list with boxes or circles to check off. And then you have a prep grade contact list, and then today priorities, prep, and a place to write the date. I love the sticky notes, I really do. I love all sticky notes because I use them constantly. And it does come in this little holder, so that is really nice. It can just sit right on your desk and you can use it however you want. The next thing is an In My Classroom notepad. It has some space to check off different tasks, a contact section, a prep section, and a blank section, and it has a place to write the date. I really like this new design. It's called the Teacher Productivity Pad, and it is $10.50. It can be personalized as well. Mine obviously isn't. Maybe up here is where it gets personalized, but this is super cute. I like all of their daily notepads. I've used several. Now because I use a daily planner, I tend to not have to use it as often, but I do still have several of these and they're great for project days. The next thing I have is a snap-in dashboard. It says copies, grade contact with rose gold foil accents, and then to do and looking ahead in the Etta V Inspire design. Super pretty. Honestly, I don't use these all that often except as bookmarks because I tend to use sticky notes when I have a bunch of notes to take. So this is really cute, and I think it's $6.50. I think that's how much these cost, but definitely love this Etta V design on the background. The next thing that I have are some interchangeable covers. This says education is the greatest opportunity. It's beautiful, and again with the new interior design for the dashboards on the covers. This is really, really pretty. I like this a lot. So this is the new vegan snap-in covers. I've really been interested to see what these are like. They feel very sturdy. I don't know how it will be snapping this on and off of the planner itself. It does have that canvas design on the inside, but this is a new feature that they have this year, a new cover option to get the vegan leather covers as interchangeable covers, which I think is really nice. I actually get a vegan leather cover for my monthly planner. This one is not removable, but I really do like it. And I don't change my covers all that often, so it's not that big of a deal to me, but I really do like these vegan leather covers. I think they just make a really nice presentation of the planner. Okay, the next thing that I have are these dual ink, dual tip highlighter pens, and it looks like they all have black ink, but then they have a highlighter side. So the colors are orchid, iris, cornflower, Pacific, mermaid, spruce, aloe, marigold, nectarine, salmon, raspberry, and peach. I love the highlighters. I've started doing a lot more spend tracking with my budgeting, and so having the highlighters has been really helpful for all the different categories. I will go through and do these for you. The only thing that I wish, oh, you know what? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. So it does tell you on here that this is peach. That is something that I have been looking for on these. Oh, I didn't even notice. No, okay. So these are some other pen marker combo dual tip highlighter pens that I have, and these just say chisel and fine, and I always want them to say the color because I use a lot of the Erin Condren pens and I have no idea what any of the colors are. So when I need a replacement, I have no idea because some of them are very close in color, but they're actually not the same. So it's yeah, I don't know. I am so pleased that they have this as a new addition. I hope that they continue to do that with all of their pens. Okay, so this one is peach. I'm not going to do the black pens. I do not have nice handwriting. This one is raspberry. It's a really nice color. So it's pretty thin black pen, black marker. I do like it quite a bit. Okay, this one is salmon. And then we have nectarine. The reason I've always wanted the colors printed on here is because I don't keep these containers to hold them in. I just put them in a bag. So this one is marigold. This one is aloe. And then we have spruce, orchid, cornflower, iris, Pacific, and the last one is mermaid. I love these highlighters. I love all of these colors. I can't wait to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I do color code all of my kids, so it will probably have something to do with that, although I may incorporate some of these colors into my spend tracking as well. These aren't just for teachers, guys. These are for anybody that enjoys color in their planners. And then another set of markers are dual tip list markers. So they have different color pens and then different colors or different icons that I guess they print. We'll see. Guys, this is going to be a super long video and I apologize. In retrospect, I probably should have done 2 videos, but yeah, I didn't. Okay, and so over here, they do not have the color. They do list the colors on the back: gray, navy, orchid, lagoon, aloe, and hot pink, which you could probably figure out by looking at these, but the colors themselves are not printed. So this is a square, gray actually, sorry, gray ink. And then this is aloe, and again, it has a square, if I can get it. I'm not a good stamper, guys. Okay, and this is a black pen. Okay, so, sorry. So hot pink has black, aloe has black, lagoon has lagoon, orchid has orchid, navy has black, and gray has gray. I'm kind of surprised that navy has black. It should have navy, but that's okay. Check mark and black ink. And then the hot pink is again a check mark and black ink. Orchid is a square with with orchid ink. Can't pay attention, guys. And then this lagoon color is a check mark and lagoon ink, yes. So those are all of the pens and markers, which I really like these. I'm not sure I would use them, but I think that my kids probably will. The next thing is a snap-in teacher dashboard. It's larger than the universal dashboard. It says learn from yesterday, teach for today, Monday through Sunday, before school, after school, and then 6 boxes. And this is $8.50 and it is in the Inspire design. I'm so pleased with the Inspire design this year. I really am. The next thing is, what is this? The next thing is the vegan leather large folio. It is $42.50. It is very big. This is something that you can put your teacher planner in. It does have a pocket. It's that vegan leather. It's really soft. It does have a button up here to keep something in. I'm not sure. It has a pen loop. It is magnetic. You could put maybe a magnetic bookmark or something in here. It will just cover up your planner to keep it all together. It is quite large though. I think that this is a little too large for me, but it is beautiful. I really like the color. It's kind of like a champagne color, I guess, a little bit of warmer tones. It's very pretty. The next thing is the new designer sticker book. This is, what edition? It is edition 7, Cool for School. They've changed how they present the sticker books. Instead of them being in a book like this, or this was the Cool for School, and then the Cool for School has also been a flip up book as well. This isn't really I mean, I guess it is a flip up book, but they don't stay as well in this book. They kind of rip off. So you have label stickers and circles with asterisks, and these have gold accents. You have to-do lists. This is kind of like the Inspire design by Etta V. I don't know if it says anything about Etta V on it. No. Then you have some half box lined stickers, and these have rose gold accents. These are transparent stickers for meeting, conference, testing, and IEP. These are, well, they're not, are they transparent? Yes, they are. I don't know if the gold ones are not, but the other colors are transparent. And then field trip, assembly, observation, tutoring, personal day, development, planning, early release, library, break begins, planning, I think I already said, development, and personal day. Oh, I really like these. These ones are new. All of these ones are new. I don't remember seeing these last year, or they may have had similar ones, but in a different style. This will be fun. I mean, I don't need like assembly or observation or tutoring, but the library stickers and the field trips and the planning, early release, we don't have any early release days. Development, I don't know, maybe I'll use some development. Some scheduling label stickers, birthday stickers. These are really nice. I don't think I saw those last year. Some washi quotes, which are really pretty in a gold foil accent. Then we have more label stickers and some half circles with the apple design. And then some circles with rose gold accents and the asterisk. And then these I have seen before. I like them with the little paper clips and stars and asterisks, check marks, coffee, always important, little birthday cakes, hearts, and the push pins. Those are cute. Some little habit labels, which are also really nice. And then, yeah, see, the stickers are starting to pop out already. And then we have some more little lists, which are really nice. Note to self with rose gold accents. And that is the end of this sticker book. I really like all of these new stickers. I don't do a ton of stickers in my regular planning, but I tend to use more of them in my teacher planner when I do my initial setup. And that's just because I really like to use these stickers, and then I do put a bunch of like the holiday stickers in, and then I do a little bit of decorating. I wish that they still had these in the new sticker books because I think they're super functional when you're planning out your year. But other than that, I really like all of the new stickers. This is a new addition. Well, not quite, maybe. This is a teacher record book in the Etta V design. It is a softbound book, and I think I was saying earlier that they had a coiled version. I'm not sure if they still have that as an option. This is very pretty. It's a little bit bigger than the petite planners. I was trying to find a petite planner so that I could show you the difference in size. This is the old daily customizable agenda. I don't know, they may still sell these. I used these for years before they came out with a daily planner. So it's a little bit bigger than the petite planners that they have. And it says teacher record book. It has a beautiful Etta V design, class schedule, classroom events and dates, and then communication log, and then some graph pages, and then your checklist pages, and the rest. Oh, so it goes through many checklist pages and then a bunch of line pages. This is really, really super functional, especially if you have high schoolers and you're trying to keep track of stuff for transcripts, something like this you could use over their entire high school career. I think that that would be super functional if you need something for grading specific classes or assignments or whatnot. This is really, really nice. And it is $15.50. And again, the Edavi design is just so pretty. There is no pocket in this, but I think the fact that it has these tons of line pages and tons of checklist pages, it's really a functional product. Now, there is one thing that I did not receive that is my absolute favorite new accessory this year, and that is the Inspire Organizer Caddy, and I'm going to insert a picture here. It's supposed to fit the 8.5 by 11 teacher planner, which is obviously huge, but I'm so excited. They did have these caddies before, and I really wanted to get one. I did not have a chance to buy one before they went out of stock, so it's going to be the first thing that I put in my cart on May 16th. And they are $46.50. They have 3 big sections. It has handles. I'm so excited to have this because in the summer, I spend a lot of time going back and forth from my office to outside. I spend most of my summer outside on the deck while the kids are outside playing and doing yard work and stuff. So having the ability to keep all of my planning things in that caddy, super, super excited about that. I do have a basket that I use now, but it's not very organized. And so I'm really excited about having this organizer caddy. I think it's going to be super helpful for me. I already told my son, who sits outside with me most of the day as well, and he was really excited for me because I will literally carry I plan so much. I do so much paper planning, homeschool stuff in the summers that I'm just constantly carrying books and notebooks and things back and forth from my office to outside. It takes me a really long time to get set up, so I'm really excited about this caddy. And then the last, I think I may have said this was the last, but this was hiding. This is some washi tape and some teacher washi tape. Let me see. I'd be really excited if these skinny ones are actually skinny. Yes, they are. So you have 2 skinny ones. This one says grade to copy to prep to call to grade to copy to prep to call. Okay. This one says inspire, learn, teach with some different colored dots. And then you have some apples and then like a rainbow washi. I really like these. Again, I don't use a ton of washi, but I like that they have thinner washi or more narrow washi because I do like the narrow washi. When I went through my washi phase in like 2014, 2015, I was always trying to find really skinny washi tape because that's what I like to use. Okay, so now that is all of the accessories that I got. Again, this video is going to be super, super long. I'm sorry I didn't split it up into 2 for you. I do have timestamps. Hopefully you noticed that in the description box. If you have any questions about anything that I talked about, please let me know in the comments or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.